Welcome to Just Lovely Energy. Today I'm doing a reading for Scorpio season. First, I'm going to do a dice reading. So if you're not interested, you can just go ahead and skip this part. But I just felt led to do a dice reading first. So Divine Spirit Universe, what do you want? Who's ever watching to hear about Scorpio season? I'm only taking what lands on the tray. Okay. The houses that is standing out is the 12th house. Then we have the signs Aries and Virgo, as well as Pisces. And then we have Jupiter, Venus, Jupiter, and the North Node. So those might be very strong during Scorpio season for you. It might be very significant energy for you. Your North Node could also be in Scorpio if you're watching this. So that could be heavily affecting you at this time. And your North Node normally has to do with like your destiny and your soul's calling. Even if it's not in Scorpio, to follow your soul's calling is going to be very important during the Scorpio season. No one can really get away from truly being themselves during Scorpio season because it has a lot to do with unveiling and uncovering who you truly are. I'm a little surprised that we don't have anything showing up yet as far as transformation and change, but I will continue to see if that comes up. I will probably use some more dice. But yeah, the Jupiter is also what's standing out to me because Jupiter has to do with expansion. So that's what a lot of people are facing during this Scorpio season in 2023. And you may have taken a lot of time to get to this expansion that is about to take place. Like plenty of other years has led to this expansion. And you had to shed layers off during other Scorpio seasons and other seasons in your life. You had to peel a lot of layers back and shed a lot of layers back to get to this point that you're coming into. This expansion does have to do with major success, and whatever your version of success is. For a lot of you, it does have to do with money, as well as surrounding yourself with other connections or other people. Maybe you also have been dropping off people along the way, again, to get to this expansion and this success that you're stepping into. We also have Venus here, so that's the planet of love and wealth as well. So that could also be a huge thing that has been on your mind for a while. Um, being surrounded by the right connections and being able to also be in a better space financially. And you could have been trying to figure this out for years, especially if you haven't been seeing results or you haven't been seeing what you want in your life, as far as finances or support. It could really have been troubling you or on your mind, like you worry about it a lot, how things are going to end up or be as far as your support goes. And for some of you, you're going to be meeting that support once you've accepted your expansion and once you have followed your North Node into your destiny, into your calling. This could also have to do with taking your leap of faith. When you get on the other side of your fear, you will meet others and connect with others. So during Scorpio season, you've just been preparing for that moment, preparing for that time. And you could also, if you're really into listening to messages all the time or receiving messages all the time, you could have been receiving a lot of messages surrounding either love or support or meeting other people, and even messages about career or finances. With Virgo energy, I also feel like during Scorpio season, a lot of you are getting into just paying more close attention to your daily habits and how it is getting you to your goals. And this means you're paying more attention to having more self discipline, and this could mean also taking care of your body better, whether it has to do with exercising or eating differently. For some, it could be about dieting, but you do not necessarily have to go on a diet. It's more so about adding a bit more fruits or vegetables to what you eat and eating less of like the junk foods. If you still choose to eat it, it's about portioning it and eating less. But you're going to be paying more attention to those type of details of how everything is actually helping you to actually be in alignment with your goals or your dreams and desires. And if you have been like really self-critical of yourself, because Virgo gets like that, um you're going to be figuring out ways to kind of lighten up and just have more compassion for yourself during Scorpio season, or you're going to realize this is what you need to do, that you've been way too hard on yourself. And then with Aries popping up, I just feel like a lot of you are getting back into action during Scorpio season, and you're getting ready to pop out, especially if you've been to yourself a lot, if you've gone through like years of hermit mode. It's like you preparing yourself to put yourself out there again. So you may also find yourself getting invitations to go places, and you're going to say yes. For some of you, this is about you allowing other people to see you and not caring about competition anymore. Or if there is competition, you're just not paying others' mind so much, caring less about what other people think and what everybody else is doing. And you're more focused on what you want to pursue and do for yourself. Then with Pisces showing up, I just feel like this has to do with balance. For most of you, you're finding your balance during Scorpio season. Again, getting back to yourself, finding a better routine for yourself. And some of you, it's about getting back to your normal routine. Maybe you have just been down for a while, out for a little bit, and you're going to get back on the horse during Scorpio season or soon after. And for 12th house, this is about you surrendering to the expansion, surrendering to your dreams and your goals, and again, to your destiny. And the number 12 can also be significant for you. I'm just going to place these over here so we can remember. Okay. Any other message that you have about Scorpio season that you want to share? Okay. Yeah, we have 12th house coming up again. That's just confirmation. Aries popping up again is confirmation. The North Node popping up again is confirmation as well. The 7th house is about love and relationships, and your relationships to others as well. Could be about friendships too. So this is also confirmation for that Venus energy that we talked about. And the sun has popped up. So during Scorpio season, a lot of you could also be focused just on being able to have fun. When it comes to having fun, so again, you're focusing on having lighter energy. This is also the energy that keeps you connected to your abundance. Also with the sun, this is also referring to new beginnings. So like I said, a lot of you are about to get yourselves back out here. I also have to say that my throat chakra is starting to bother me a little bit, and I would say that is a sign for some of you that are watching that if you've been uncomfortable about just speaking, communicating, speaking your truth in any way in that nature, you're going to be trying new things during Scorpio season and beyond, you know, to strengthen your throat chakra, to strengthen your communicative skills in some sort of way. And also for some, this has to do with like being honest with yourself or being honest with others, and you could get more into expressing yourself, how you really want to express yourself. We also have the moon showing up. and that is like feminine, receptive energy. So for some, during Scorpio season, you're absolutely going to be receiving a lot of messages and insights and confirmation. Especially if you've been thinking about certain ideas, whether or not you should go with those ideas, you're going to get confirmation during the season that you should go ahead. And also, the moon has to do with your feelings. So, and I just realized this is the sun or moon. So, again, that has to do with balance. And I mentioned that before, finding your balance. For some of you, this is also you finding your balance between what others need to see from you and what they don't, what you need to keep to yourself. That's also about strengthening your throat chakra, knowing what to share and what not to share. But you could be expressing your feelings more. And then we have Aquarius energy showing up here. So that does have to do with 11th house, which has to do with community and humanity. So I do feel a sense of some of you coming together with others and coming together with like-minded people and working on certain projects, or just being able to have fun with others. And if you're not able to do it yet, it's what your focus is on learning how to open up so that you're able to be more a part of a community, especially if you've been isolated or feeling alone. So you may be considering connecting with others, whether it's this year, the remainder of this year, or going into next year. Maybe you also are telling yourself that next year you're going to connect with more people, you're going to have better connections in some type of way. And then we also have Scorpio energy popping up because it is Scorpio season, and this is the Scorpio's season reading. So it's just extra confirmation that you are going to be unveiling certain parts of yourself and learning to just show off differently. Maybe showing off in ways that you haven't done before. For some, it's literally about you having a plot twist. What do you have to say about Scorpio season for those that need to hear messages about the Scorpio season and specific messages? Energy, we have Queen of Pentacles. So this is most likely the energy of this entire reading for you. Behind that, we have the Ace of Swords. So I'm receiving the message that some of you are going to be receiving some sort of big news around this time during Scorpio season, especially financially related. It could have to do with a job, business, maybe also something getting paid off for you as well. But it's some good financial news. Also, Queen of Pentacles is about the feminine energy, meaning you're attracting finances and you don't necessarily have to do a lot of work. So some of you could be finding yourself in that type of position during Scorpio season. Maybe it's because you already have put in a lot of work and labor for something previously, and now you're sitting back and earning your results and getting your tangible physical results to come in now. So you definitely are going to be receiving good news about that. Also, there's a rabbit sitting next to the Queen of Pentacles chair, and I never really noticed that rabbit before. Right there. So this has to do with just being more in your creative energy and being more excited. This could be you more excited to make content as well, or just to be creative in general. Even if it's not for social media, you could just be in your creative energy to really just do something joyful for yourself that others won't even necessarily see, but your creative energy is flowing and you're just having fun. And this is helping your abundance to flow. For your first card, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is what we talked about, that you've been working really hard on something, waiting for some type of results to come in. So if you've been very self-disciplined and doing the work, your results are coming. For others of you, if you have been doing the physical work, but you haven't been protecting yourself energetically or emotionally, your manifestations are coming or they're here, but you're not really able to see it or feel it because of you being distracted by your emotions or you being distracted by other people's energy. So if you take care of your spiritual hygiene, or if you take care of your mental health, if you take care of not allowing yourself to get distracted so much, you would also see your results coming in around this time. But I do get a sense that some of you have been waiting because of the way this character looks on the card. We also have the Six of Cups here, which lets me know like this does have to do with like past energy coming up, you know, memories coming up and bothering you in some type of way during Scorpio season. So you have to take care and sort out some of these memories and some of these things that are popping up in your mind around this time. Especially if you feel like it's getting in the way of your abundance, or if it's getting in the way of the wealth type of abundance, or the abundance that has to do with love and peace and other, you know, things that you can feel and not necessarily touch. But it's take care of your mindset, take care of your thought process. And also for some of you, I'm hearing it has to do with taking care of your connections, you know, the people that you most care about. You got to learn to balance that and take care of that as well. Also during Scorpio season, I feel like some of you are going to be receiving your flowers. Like other people might be telling you that they've been thinking about you or showing their appreciation for you. That's what I'm getting with the Six of Cups. So I'm going to clarify these cards. Please clarify the Seven of Pentacles, Yeah, we have the Sun confirming coming up, as well as the Ten of Wands behind that. So this definitely has to do with like a new beginning and you being happy. You're probably happy because you're finally seeing results physically come into your life as well, because the Sun card also represents like clarity and certain things just being right out in the open for you. And then we have the Two of Cups to clarify the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like some of you actually need help for some of your results to come through. Like someone else has to come in and kind of help things to move along, because no one gets to success all by themselves. So during Scorpio season, you're going to have to, if you haven't been open to receiving help, you're going to have to allow yourself to receive help. Or maybe you're just now realizing this, how far you've come with something, that you're going to need more help to come in for you. For others of you, this Two of Cups is representing the reason why you're not seeing your manifestations come is because of another person could possibly be slowing down the manifestations for you, because they also have to be in a good space, like mentally and energetically, especially if you take your spiritual hygiene like very serious, and if you do take care of your mental health and stuff, then it has to do with like the person that you're trying to bring things in with. They might not be on the same vibration or matching your energy, and you guys have to match each other's energy to see certain results. Or you can just completely drop that person, you know, from the project or whatever life plan that it is. Six of Cups. So you may find that you're getting messages about this during Scorpio season. Six of Cups. Yeah, this card, this Ten of Wands just came out to clarify the Six of Cups. This is talking about something weighing heavy on you. That doesn't even necessarily have to do with your energy. It's just like something is very burdening you a lot, and you have to put something down and stop worrying about something, because the Six of Cups is about mainly it's about memories, or it could be about connections of your past and people of your past, but you have to get away from something. We also have the Seven of Swords, and this is not a good card to see. This does mean that there's some type of energy where somebody is like wearing a mask, or like being sneaky, or they're not being who they say that they are to you, or how they present themselves to you or others. Like something's off about this person, and this might be why you feel things can't necessarily move forward how you want it to, because your past is holding you back, or some type of thought that you have about someone is holding back. And maybe you're sensing or picking up during Scorpio season, or maybe before the season came, you're already picking up this person's energy or vibration is off and something's off. Well, this Scorpio season is telling you to drop that person, or drop thinking about this person all the time and considering them all the time into your plans, into your goals. Behind that, we have the Queen of Cups and the Six of Wands. So you're going to get more regulated emotions again if you like distance yourself or separate yourself completely from this person. During Scorpio season, you could definitely find that you start to feel lighter and better, and then before you know it, your manifestations are coming through with the Six of Wands card. Before you know it, like, you're connecting with others and you're getting other attention as well. This might be why that person energy could be revealing themselves to you, because you know the energy that isn't right, the shadow or ego, could be flaring up a lot because you're just meant to be known more or have more connections. And maybe that bothers this person in a way, but you're definitely going to notice that heavily during Scorpio season, especially if you've been playing it small or hiding around this person. So we have the King of Wands and the Three of Wands that showed up together. And this is telling me the King of Wands is about confidence. It's about bravery. So you're going to need to be brave and look at your opportunities and your other opportunities, or maybe you've already been deciding that that's what you're going to do, is allow new things to come into your life. So I do feel like for a lot of you, your confidence is just picking up. But you've been waiting on something to come into you. Or something new to happen. But you have to be confident and take some sort of action. King of Wands and the Three of Wands, please. Yeah, we got the Hanged Man and the Moon. And at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Cups. Okay, so you could have gone through something disappointing recently, and it has pushed you to have to look at your other options or other things that could be out there for you, maybe that you didn't consider before. But it caused you to have to change your perspective with the Hangman. So that's why the words being brave and having courage came out. But you have to basically face the unknown with this Moon card coming up. And once you do that, the Moon card also represents more information. So once you are brave enough to just start looking at what's out there for you, then more information can come to you that you need in order to continue to be inspired to move forward. Especially if you are scared, because the Moon card also represents fear. So for example, if something disappointing just took place and then you're not sure what move to make and you're feeling stuck, like if you just start making your moves and start looking at something that you need to do as your next step, like it could really help you. Like for some, this could be you having to search for a job or find another place to live or put yourself out there to like meet new friends. It's going to be different for everyone. But you could find yourself in that position during this Scorpio season where you absolutely have to let go of a disappointing situation that didn't go as you planned. And then you're going to get into something much better. So we have Knight of Wands and Queen of Wands. That's also showing up. So there is a lot of Wands energy, which is definitely talking about action and starting up something new or being more excited about something. So I feel like there's a lot of excitement around this season for a lot of you, especially with getting yourself back up. Maybe this is you getting yourself back up to try again, or getting yourself back up to try something completely new. But with this Knight of Wands, I do feel like this has to do with getting back on the horse, like we talked about before. So you're being brave enough to get back on the horse. Queen of Wands is about overcoming the shadow, or overcoming like the darker times or darker periods of your life, and putting yourself back out there again. So this definitely goes along with the message. It's just effort, extra confirmation. And I meant to say extra, but effort came out, so that might be significant for some of you. Like the type of effort that you're putting in around this time could actually be motivating you more and helping you even further when it comes to being in alignment with your goals. But you also need to know where you're going with this Knight of Wands. That's what I feel. For some of you, you have to have like your goals of where you're going. Where exactly do you want to go? But you don't have to have all of the plans in order, or just be ready to be flexible. You know your destination, but also be flexible to how you're going to get there. But the Queen of Wands is definitely also talking about confidence, just having more confidence. Knight of Wands and Queen of Wands, please. Okay, so some of you, this is what's popping up. So this is you going through, either you recently have gone through something that is hard for you to get over, whether it's mentally or physically, or if it's not recently, you're going through that energy right now, a very tough situation, trying to get over it and trying your best to put yourself out there again. And we have all these cards: the Five of Cups, the Five of Swords, which also represents struggle. We also have two major arcanas to clarify these cards, and the major arcanas has to do with the devil energy as well as High Priestess. So something definitely has been revealed to you, and you could have been on guard, like with another person, because I'm sensing or getting like someone being very aggressive towards you. And it doesn't have to be like physically, they could be energetically aggressive towards you as well. Like you can sense and feel that their energy is kind of attacking you. They're attacking you, they're attacking your psyche, and they're attacking you mentally and emotionally. So this is why you have the energy and you're making efforts to really put yourself out there, because you have to deal with this energy for too long. Especially with the devil and they have the chains around their neck. I'm feeling like you have to deal with this situation for too long with someone. And the High Priestess is about information, secrets. So something definitely has been revealed to you. And maybe you've put up with this energy before, and you're definitely getting away from that though during this Scorpio season. And you could be disappointed about having to also move forward because it's something that you didn't expect to have to move on from. Or you didn't expect this person to act a certain way towards you. This also could be about some of you like trying to put yourself back out there, and then this energy comes out at you where people suddenly start treating you different. And I just heard like somebody saying you think you're better than everyone else. So you could have people treating you like this, though you're not doing anything, but trying to focus on your goals and become a better person. Like, they see you making better efforts to show up as yourself and be yourself more, and people are being bothered. Okay, now moving on to the oracle. What are the messages? What is really going to be standing out during Scorpio season for those that need to hear it? What are like some things that really need to stand out to people? Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have power, and then determination and strength is behind those cards. So for some of you, this Scorpio season really is about you stepping more in your power. Again, we have the Aries sign also showing up to confirm, you know, when I did the astro dice. So you are really stepping into your power, and that's something you need to like really pay attention to about yourself, or you might hear other things that other people have going on as well, and you might be admiring others for stepping in their power, or you're noticing like people that have played things small for so long, they're finally getting more into their power, and taking more leadership or ownership as well. And we do have rebirth. So you need to pay attention to just all the steps you're taking to have your personal rebirth. They're very important, like the small little things also that you're choosing every single day. It's all going towards your rebirth. It's all going towards who you're becoming. And also with the snake, I'm getting this has to do with like pay attention to the information that you're taking in. Being very aware like about what is for you and what's not. Having your discernment, because there's a lot of information that could be flying at you during this time, because you're about to go into your rebirth as well, or you're about to be reborn in some sort of way. And this also has to do with shedding skin. So again, I'm feeling the need to say don't be surprised if people are suddenly changing to you, like they're just shedding their old skin, or they're unveiling their true self as well. Then we have the card energy in reverse. So I feel like this Scorpio season, what you need to be aware of is not what you need to give your energy into and what you don't, because there's some things that you don't even have to bother putting your energy in towards, and it'll just save you in the long run, if you don't put your energy towards everything. Again, don't listen to everything you come across, and don't take everything in personally, especially with other people, having changes going on at this time as well. And then know where you need to put more energy into when it comes to yourself. If you've been lacking pouring energy into yourself and pouring more into yourself. We also have the Death card in reverse. So this is about less of you focusing on because we have death and rebirth, but death is in reverse. So I feel like you aren't supposed to be focusing on what's leaving, what's falling away, more than you're focused on what's coming and what's coming in. And it's more about how you're feeling, your emotions. So don't allow yourself to get, so much into like grieving and focusing so much on being sad about what's falling away naturally, because it doesn't belong to you. And it's just stuff that you should really not be taking personal at this time, because it doesn't concern you anymore. If something is falling away or becoming more distant from you, if someone else is becoming more distant from you, they're going through their own rebirth process, and you don't have to worry about it. And you should be more focused on what you're gaining than what you're losing. And then we also have peace. So this should be your main focus, and what you should be looking more forward to is feeling more peace within yourself. Especially if you've had a lot of anxiety, or you've had like symptoms of depression, or just symptoms of some sort of mental illness. Like, you need to be looking more forward to peace, and even if you're slowly but surely getting there. And then for your last cards from this deck, we have patience and trust. So again, being able to take your time and really trust yourself and see how that, works out better for you when it comes to your goals. And just trusting yourself when it comes to like even having fun, your pleasure, and having more patience with yourself as you're just trying to make more effort. And then know who you should trust. Know who you should trust and who you should have patience with at this time. Know the difference between that and those that you just need to completely let go or separate yourself from. Even if it's for a temporary time. If you can't trust someone right now, then don't try to force that. If you literally don't have the patience, you don't have to deal with something. Okay. Anything else you have to say about the Scorpio season, Divine? Okay. Okay. So, at the bottom of the deck, we have Ruby Star. And it says, flow, I embody my authentic and sensual essence. So a lot of you are focusing your energy on this sensual essence and being authentic more. You're naturally getting into that during Scorpio season. And this is putting you back into a space of flow, or Also focusing on your stability and security, because she's wearing red, and this is giving me like the root chakra. But you're getting back comfortable with what, again, is success for you, what is security for you, what feels good to you. And we also have the temple, home. I no longer search outside of myself for home. So again, doing what's very extremely comfortable for you and not caring what others think. And you're not searching outside of yourself for validation anymore. Especially for the things that you've been wanting to try or wanting to do for yourself. And maybe for some of you, you're not necessarily comfortable in your physical home space, so you have to find your home away from home as well, like somewhere to be comfortable at during Scorpio season. Then we have the Amazon Queen battle. I'm devoted warrior of the universe. Again, like I said, some of you have been going through some very tough situations, and you're trying to get to the point where you have overcome the battle, and you're not fighting yourself, you're not fighting others. It says, I'm a devoted warrior of the universe. So you're trying to focus more on the universe, focus more on God, focus more on, again, your goals and desires, being devoted to that instead of all of these like different battles that you've been fighting over the years. Or the battle could be within you, who you're becoming, fighting who you're becoming. Like, you're not going to continue to go through this battle. And then we have South Node, past. So the past is coming up a lot, even with the retrograde card coming up for review. It says review. So South Node and retrograde, both of these are talking about how the past is consistently coming up for you. That could be happening a lot during the Scorpio season for you, and it's not coming up just for no reason during this time. Like, divine is saying, do something about this energy, do something about the past holding you back, or do something about these thoughts that are coming up and resurfacing or coming up at this time to you, because it's not coming up for no reason. And you need to decide like what stays and what goes, what habit stays and what habit goes, what people stay and what people go. You have to sort all of this out during this season, obviously, so that you can be able to focus better on what you want to do next and how you really want to show up. And then we also have Saturn structure. So this came out in reverse. Some of you are going to have to redefine what is your foundation and come up with like a whole new structure for yourself and brand new just boundaries and discipline in general needs to be put in place. And for some, it just needs to be stronger on top of the ones that you already have, on top of the foundation that you already have. Like, now you have to build the next level. So that's got to be your focus on sorting out what it is that you need and don't need at this time. Also, at the bottom of the deck, we have opposition, confrontation here with Moon, perception, and Capricorn, which is the Devil card in tarot. So, like I said, there's going to be like with the moon, we already clarified what that's about, but like I said, there's going to be some energy or some people or some things that you really have to confront during Scorpio season, because a lot is being just revealed. Okay, what can people expect during the Scorpio season? What can they really expect to come in tangibly? Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have lilac, immaturity, innocence, and youth. So for some of you, this is talking about that new beginning and being able to take risks more and just be more lighter and playful like we talked about. So you can expect that after you take care of things that need to be taken care of during the Scorpio season, you're going to be more focused on your new beginning. And for some of you, this also has to do with you getting back to yourself in some sort of way. And then we have sky, faith, flight, and limitless. So for some of you, this literally is talking about you preparing for some sort of trip during this season. You may start getting ideas about where places that you want to go, that you wish to visit at this time. And then for others, this is about you just having more of an open mindset about the things, again, that you really want to do, that you've been holding yourself back from. So you're making space. Also with sky, I'm getting like you're making space, a lot of space for new things to come into your life. We also have aquamarine, change, tides, and flow. It came out in the reverse because during Scorpio season, you're going to get a lot of new change like that comes into your life, and it could be the start of new changes that are coming for next year as well. So you're preparing yourself for these changes that are about to happen during Scorpio season. And then we also have emerald, fortune, luck, and luxury. So this is about physical, tangible results, again, when it comes to your fortune changing. And for some of you, this does have to do with you getting more into luxury, getting more into just being proud to be that type of person. Because maybe before you were fearful of people calling you or looking at you like you were a superficial person if you wanted the finer things or if you wanted different things. But now it's like you're not caring, again, what other people think of you, and you're more focused on what you're attracting for yourself and not letting anybody else get in the way of that during this time. So getting back to focusing on doing what's best for you, and again, how you're showing up in a secure position, in a secure way in your life. Self-care messages for Scorpio season in this reading. There's going to be self-care messages for those that are watching for the Scorpio season. bottom of the deck, we have bitch fire, stand up for yourself. So that's gonna have to be what you do for self-care during this Scorpio season, is to stand up for yourself in whichever way you feel is necessary for you. For a lot of you, I do feel like it has to do with you speaking up and being able to focus just on what you love and what you want to do, besides waiting on others to support you. And we also have library, take control of your own narrative. So some of you really need to focus on taking more control of your narrative in life. This will be about standing up for yourself. It's also about how you speak to yourself and what you say to yourself every single day. That matters. And just have to take your power back by what you think and how you feel. And not letting people be in control of what you're doing all the time, and not letting them be in control of your decisions that you're making. And we also have libraries, so I feel like for some of you it would benefit you like to just go to the library, especially if you want to get more into reading. Like, that's your confirmation as well, to like go pick up some books at the library, maybe just for fun. Like, we know that you can also order books online, but it's a different experience when you're going to the actual physical library. So if you do order your books online, you can also bring your books to the library and just go somewhere different for a change to read. And maybe also a different perspective will come into you as well when you're more relaxed, when you're doing something that's more relaxing for you. And then we also have expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. So again, there's that message coming up. Don't worry about what everybody else thinks about whatever it is that you want to do. And maybe higher your expectations for yourself and lower your expectations for others. And that'll be very good for you to do if you're not seeking everybody's approval all the time. And we also have universe. So for self-care, it says we're all just stardust. So you have to remember just who you are. It'll be good for you to remember who you are and your place in this world. If you don't know your purpose, it'll be a good thing for you to like try to do some soul searching to figure out who you really are and why you're really here, and your purpose in general. And for others of you, this card is talking about how you need to speak to the universe and tell the universe more of your dreams and your goals. And that will be self-care for you, is like being able to manifest, along with the universe, co-create with the universe. So thank you so much for watching this reading. There are more readings on my channel if you like to watch more. There are so many on there. And if you want to also become a part of the Just Lovely Energy community, feel free to just subscribe me because it is for free, as well as please give this video a thumbs up if you like this and enjoyed it. And I hope you guys have a great Scorpio season. Happy birthday to all of the Scorpios.